again, and today we are going to be moving our hibiscus. So we're going to be getting them ready for the winter. It is cold inside, it is cold outside. We're actually below freezing. Our hibiscus plant is massive. The stem is really, really thick. There's two of them. As you can see, one taking up a whole lot of space, and this one here as well. It's massive stem, and we are going to be taking it out of our garden and putting it in this pot. And we're going to let it sit here for the winter. It's going to be inside. However, we don't have as much light and sun that it'll take to continuously bloom. So we're going to have it. Yes, Addie. Hi, Addie. So today's Angelina and the team. So we're going to put it into this pot here, let it sit here for the winter. It's going to be inside. It'll be warm. And then once it gets warm, we'll put it in a larger pot and take it outside. Or we might just leave it in this pot and take it outside. But we'll take it outside. So we are going to just have this go through the winter, and we're going to be making some room for some more of our cooler weather crops. As you can see, our lettuce are thriving in this cold weather. We have sage that's doing really good in this cold weather. Celery doing phenomenal. Our peppers are doing phenomenal. We did a harvest today earlier, so a lot of our plants are a lot cooler down. And as I mentioned in our earlier harvest, that we will be getting some of these this hibiscus plant out. So we're going to start with the main one. Well, before we take it out, let's get prepped where it's going to be sitting. So we're going to have it in this pot. Today's a good day to garden. Let's get started. We're going to have it in this pot right here. Let's get you guys in a tripod. And we're going to get it some soil in there. We're going to put this by one of our doors. So we have our pot here. Oops, you guys, all right? And we're going to put some soil in it. The soil was outside. The soil is very cold. It didn't freeze, thank God. But it is cold. It's cold. The tool is cold. Let me move the soil closer, because right now I'm pulling the soil from 2 chairs over, and we are getting soil on our chair. So let's get our soil in. There we go. Of course, we don't want to, the roots are going to be deep, but they're not going to be so deep because they're growing in our hydroponic pod. So the roots are not going to be straight. They're going to be kind of like crunched up in there. So I want to give some soil for the roots to grow downwards. Which right now, the roots are growing in a little circle in the pod. So we're just filling this up to about a quarter. Filling this up here because I know the pod thing is about there, and then we'll fill up the rest. And none of our plants are growing shallow. They don't have skinny necks. So we're probably gonna, where they stop, their roots stop, that's how much we're gonna be filling the soil up to. All right, so there we go. So we got it about 1/3 full. And I left the depth of one of the pods in here. So we're going to put 2 of them here. We've already cut them down a little bit earlier today. So we're just going to have them sit here and be winterized, keep their roots fresh and strong, and the plant doing well until we can get it outside for the summer. So here we are, plant number 1. This hibiscus plant is so far in there. It's going to take a lot to get out. So we don't have too much blooming. We only got 1 flower. Looks like it's going to bloom any minute now, right here. And we're going to try to get this pulled out. This is a better angle for you to see what's happening. It's always a little bit of work to get out. We got it out. There we go. We cut down the roots the other day. So yes, this one is definitely very dry. It is, so to say, ready. I would say it is ready for the winter. So let's get this here to get it out of the pod. Let's see if that's our next step, is getting it out. see how we can do that. Ah, it's really in there. That's one of the reasons why I want to get it out, because it's growing so large. It's huge. It's definitely too big for this pot here. Ah, hopefully it doesn't break. Let's see if we hold it from here. Try to pull it, push and pull simultaneously. Yeah, we cut down these, I cut down these roots several times. There we go. So we got one. So I'm gonna put this one. This time I'm leaving it in the pod. We're gonna just put this here, and then let our soil grow. We're gonna rinse this one out. And then we're gonna get our other one here, which is well mixed in. Ooh. Now we can see this plant at its size. Let's see if we can get this one out. Let's find its original spot. That's the main thing. We don't want to hurt too much of our other plants. This is one of the reasons why I'm taking it out, because it did grow so large. We have quite a few plants that when they grow very large, we take them out and put them in a larger space, put them in their own pot, take them outside. Let's find this plant. So this is a tomato plant here. This is this one here, but I cannot see where the pot is. This is what this is what I need to get initially, is the pod. All right, this one is not even in. I see it's coming out of the thing itself. It's already out. It can't even fit into it. It's growing out of it already. All right, so we got our pot out. We don't want to tangle it up too much. This one's doing a little better with the temperature. Yeah, I'm trying not to disturb too much of anything. As you can see, just removing it, all of the light that is now free, the sunlight that is free for all the other plants to access. There we go. So here we are. We got this hibiscus plant out. This is a very large plant. It did very well in our garden. And both of them grew to be huge. So we have two hibiscus. We're gonna again pull this one out. This one wasn't as large as the other one, but see how large the stems are. We got a lot of dry spots. See if we can get this out. I'm leaving them in the cups. The cups over time start to disintegrate, so it's fine. There we go. There we go. We got to push and pull at the same time to get them out. So this is how we're gonna put them in there. And then we're gonna do a few things. So this is our hibiscus plant right here. This is the two of them outside of the garden. As you can see, so much room and so much light has come out of them moving out. I'm going to, first things first is, since they are going from soil to water, the roots are going to need some adjusting. I'm just going to loosen up the roots just a little bit at the bottom to get the roots kind of free. But I see some of them do have free roots, so they're good. So we're just loosening up the roots so that they're just not only there. And then we're going to start to cover them. And this is definitely going to need a good watering in. Not an outright watering in. This is going to need a good watering in, especially coming from our hydroponic area to adjust. It's going to take a good watering, and I'm trying not to leave it by a door. However, the both available windows are by doors. I was thinking of putting it on the side of the door that does not open for now. So that is going to be the plan. But I want to put it in the front of the door first so I can see, monitor its growth, monitor it. But we're just putting it in here so that it can just get through the winter, and then we're going to bring these outside for the summer. And it's going to be a outside-inside plant. Whoops. These plants keep falling. I need to add more dirt to them. So let me get them to balance here while I add the soil. I'm using just a regular potting mix. I don't want the plant to fall off, but that's it. Keeps happening. This one keeps, because they grew in the direction of the light. So the plant is one-sided heavy. Again, just fill with soil. There we go. There we go. Excellent. So we got our soil in, our plants, we soiled it up. We got it into our pot. I'm going to put some of the leaves that fell off in there. That's fine. Help keep it moist. This plant is definitely, we have some, what is this, parsley that fell out in there also. This plant definitely is going to need, we're going to give it a heavy watering in because it definitely is coming from an all-water environment. So it's going to need some adjusting. And from all that sunlight, it's going to need some adjusting too. All right. I'm going to put it by the door. The door's not drafty, so I think it should be fine. I'm going to water it where we put it so the water doesn't leak on the table. So this is our red, it's right here, hibiscus plant. Then we're going to let sit for the winter and kind of hang out and stay cool until we get it into our outside in the hot sun in the nice summer. Then we'll repot it. We'll probably use one of the larger pots that we have out there for our red sorrel, for our sorrel, since it's a similar type of plant. So you can use that size pot. As you can see, stems are very large and strong. And then this, look how much space we have now to see what's going on, because I couldn't even see what was going on with the plants. The hibiscus was doing the most. Even our cucumber, what is our cucumber? Our cucumber is growing forward. It was having a good time. All right, so we got this. Let's put this in its home, its new home, and water it in its new home. So we got our hibiscus out of its old home. This is this old space. See that space there? So now our plants are going to be able to get a little more light. Our cilantro now can get a little bit more light. That lettuce that's just hanging out there can get some light. A lot more of our plants can have access to good light. And our hibiscus is going to go back here. It's not going in the citrus corner. It's going to grow right here. We got some other plants here. Well, we have a vase here. So let me move these, our ornaments. And so it'll get some sunlight, but not much. Not as much sunlight as goes there. But this is where it's going to be for now. I'm going to keep it here and watch it. If I feel it needs more sunlight, I'll change it to another window. You have another window? Hey. But for now, that's our little plant food. But let's water it in. This is not usually what I use, but it's right here. This is our water from our teapot. This water is very, it will do very well. This will be the last time I water from the top. After this, I'll be watering it from the bottom to try to get the plant's roots especially since they're in that little knot thing. So I'm going to be watering it from the bottom going now to get the plant roots, pulling it from there. So these. So it's going to get a little tray. And this is our hibiscus being winterized. Okay, excuse me. All right, we got a team member here. So now we are going to rinse out the containers and make sure we have our spots open. Well, first we're going to close up our spots because we don't want any light to get into our systems. So to do that, we have these lids right here. So we're just going to take a lid after we rinse this off, put this on it here, and that way there's no light or anything getting into our water, growing any algae or having any bacteria growing in our water. So we're going to get that. We're going to put these covers on, and that's what we're going to do. And then as our plants out of our nursery grow, this is a banana pepper plant, and I want to put a mustard green. I don't have any hydroponic mustard greens growing, but we're gonna put some mustard greens in our nursery, and once they grow, we will. Okay, Addie. Once our mustard greens grow, they'll go into these two empty spaces. So we'll take one of our banana peppers out once they get a little bigger, and we'll have a nursery checkup probably later on in the week where we add in our mustard greens. Well, thank you very much for joining. It's been Angeline and the team today. And for more information, visit us at AV Gardening. And we'll see you later, cultivators. And stay green always.
Bye.
Bye.